Hello, my name is Aasha T, energy expert and quantum emotional intelligence facilitator and teacher and founder of Beyond EQ. And I am so thrilled to bring through this transmission, the Quantum Recode. This is designed for leaders, entrepreneurs, stars, executives, those who are ready to punch up the coding that they have in their system. So, what does that mean? I like to keep things as simple as possible when it comes to understanding energy, because the mind naturally goes toward the outward action. That's the way we've been programmed. The truth is, your programming begins within your system. So, you can build all the big stuff that you want in the world. But if your fundamental base, your foundation, is not integrated, is not stable, you will continue to send out a very compromising signal. The signal draws into your life situations, people, things, and behavior patterns like procrastination, shame loops, starting and stopping things, simply because your inner coding is asking for that in some way. Now, this isn't for everybody. This is why I work with leaders and entrepreneurs and people who actually really truly understand that you are the creator of your reality. And that's why I'm so thrilled to bring this forward today. So, if you were not live last night for the Quantum Recode and you are catching this on the replay, you will be like, Aasha, this isn't the replay. Well, interestingly, the entire video has been completely vanished from the face of the planet. I cannot find it anywhere. If you know me, this is very much out of my behavioral realm, and it has a lot of meaning. Last night in the original recording, if you were there live, we had about 20 people live in the room, and I know there's about 60 of you signed up and registered, and perhaps you're catching this on YouTube on the replay. The entire energetic work that I did, and I will be doing for you in just about 5 minutes, was based on snapping back from compromising situations, not as fast as possible, but with a feathery, light ease that is almost as if there is no ripple in your lake. There's no upset in the nervous system. There's a potency in this energy. So the way that you feel your emotions no longer sits inside of you. You feel them and you move them out with ease and flow, which results in creating a totally different existence based on the external things. I think one of the most important things, or at least I feel one of the most important things for you as a leader, as someone who's here to create, someone who is designed to hold multiple, you know, decades of wealth. Maybe you're going through scarcity programs that your parents had, or maybe there's a lack of love in your relationship or a lack of depth in the way that your relationship is unfolding for you. Maybe you're super successful, but you want more. This is what this is all about. And what I really, really want you to understand that is that it goes below the core wounds that you're holding. I'm calling these quantum core wounds. And this is what I'll be teaching in my upcoming amazing community called Ignite, which is an 8-week experience for leaders and budding leaders and people who are tired of people pleasing or tired of crappy relationships or tired of not punching after your dreams and going for it. This is what my community is all about. We're going to be working on quantum core wounds, which is even deeper than the core wounds that you might be having now. So, what is a core wound? A core wound is your biggest gift: rejection, abandonment, feelings of imposter syndrome, or feelings like anxiety or that you're not going to get there enough, or maybe you have a snap because you get low behavioral self-control, which is one of the areas that I teach in emotional intelligence, or your integrity is off because you're lying to yourself somewhere and you don't even know where. When we go into the quantum realm, I'm going deeper into core wounds. I'm going deeper into those wounds that I just listed, the father wound, the mother wound, the rejection wound, the abandoned wound, PTSD. I'm going so deep into those that we're going back even further than your lifetime. We're going generationally, even deeper to your grandparents and your grandparents' grandparents and so on and so forth. Why? Because you can only go into ascension, into your depth, into the bigness of who you are, into the expansiveness of your love, of your sex, of your beauty, of your health, of your wealth. As willing as you are to go deep down, this goes for men, this goes for women. So I'm not talking to everybody. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the powerful ones who are beyond watching YouTube or creating another business to reach this level of homeostasis, to reach this level of regulation, this beauty level, this ignitement of your soul. I don't even know if that's a word, but screw it, let's go. This vibe. And this is exactly what we're going to get into right now. So I'm going to invite you, if you are not lying down, to please go ahead and lie down or maybe sit in a chair where your feet are firmly planted on the ground, whichever feels more comfortable for you. And we are going to go ahead and create a beautiful quantum light body activation based on quantum resilience. This is designed to bring you what you desire faster, to bring you literally skip so much time, because I don't live in a world where time is relevant. I've only been on the spiritual path for 5 years. I completely forgot who I was for like 20 years. I didn't remember at all. I scared myself into a shell. I had to get thyroid issues and overactive thyroid, anxiety, ADHD, and all these things that I used to associate with cancer, ultimately, these cancer scares. And I couldn't go to the bathroom appropriately. I was like sick all the time and just not my healthiest self, but I couldn't figure out how to get out of that. I wasn't surrounding myself with people like the people that are going to be part of my community and Ignite. I wasn't surrounding myself with people that understood that energy has to come first. I kept latching on to people that were all about the business, all about the business. And now what I'm finding is that it's beyond consciousness. It's beyond energy. Energy is everything, yes. But why do people say that when they're actively not working on their energy? That's like saying that reading a book on finance is the fastest way to accumulate wealth, and then you never read a book. Or it's like saying, oh, yeah, go to the gym 5 days a week and you'll get physically fit and you'll gain muscles, which is my belief system, quite frankly. I love I love lifting heavy weights and never going to the gym. But you're saying that, you're standing on that ground. So energy is everything. I love energy. Why are you not actively working on your energy body? I'm going to ask that simple question for you. Your energy body is 90% of who you are. So you can listen to YouTube all day. It's going to be fine, but get the energy work. Invite yourself in. Now, my energetics and what we're going to do today is not anything that you'll read about. It's not a Reiki session. Okay. My background is in specifically recoding leaders. I have a business and consulting background that supports the billionaire template, I like to call it, or the millionaire template, the people who came for extraordinary things, because why the hell not, right? But it's not just about business. We've already tried that. When I meet conscious community members who are just harping on about business and not about the energy, I ask myself, what are we doing? Are we recreating the very thing that we've already created on? Because That's not working. We've got people who have lost their souls attached to leaders who have lost their souls. This is your health. This is your wealth. This is the body that you have. This is the way that you love, the way you penetrate, the way you open up. I call these the four pillars of resilience, of emotional intelligence, of beyond EQ. Every single one of us has blind spots. It's not bad. I think we all believe we're doing the best we can at any level. But if we have had blind spots in the past and it's knocked us out, we might be holding on to some PTSD or some fears or some misalignment. I've got knocked down a million times just like you. In fact, I lost my house 3 times in the last 5 years. And I still, 8 weeks after losing my house in the fires in the Pacific Palisades, I was still able to take first place in a bikini contest in an IFBB Pro, which is like physical fitness and bikini show. How? As a single mother, entrepreneur, people say, Asha, where do you get the time? I don't believe in time. I believe in energetic expansion. I believe in frequency. I understand that my limiting beliefs and what works for me and my clients, my hundreds and thousands of my thousands of clients, not hundreds of thousands, thousands of clients that have gotten $50,000 after one session with me, have amplified their marriage, have left misaligned marriages and have found more depth in the relationship that comes next for them, have gotten promotions and raises, have finished their books, have received $1 million. People don't typically believe that. So, but these are the results that I get. And these are the results I get for myself. I have gotten myself up to $60,000 a month and then I've collapsed it and then back up again and then collapsed it again. I've walked the walk. I understand expansion. And I do this so that my clients get there faster. So I want to invite you to lay down, relax, and enjoy. We are going to go deep into the energy realms now so that we can implement more coding around your quantum resilience. Let's begin by taking a deep breath. And I want you to now feel your entire body just beginning to relax into the sound of my voice. Let's take another deep breath in and bringing this breath all the way down out of your nose or out of your mouth, whichever feels more comfortable for your own parasympathetic nervous system. We're relaxing, we're deepening in. I'm going to invite you now to place your hand on your heart, feeling the speed of your heart beginning to slow down. To-doom, to-doom. And as it begins to slow down, I want you to now feel your energy start to make its way down to the root chakra. And from the root chakra, we're going to go ahead and draw a beautiful cylinder the size of your hand's circumference. And I'm feeling a lot of star energy coming through, a lot of extraordinary power and presence. Whew. And down this circumference of, excuse me, down this tube that is about the circumference of your hands, maybe even a little wider, we're going to bring the tube all the way down through the mud, through the gravel, through the sand, through any other finite elements of Mother Earth. And Father Earth, I'm getting as well, Mother and Father. Oof, so powerful. We're going to pour this energy down this tube, that the tube is going to continue to go all the way down into the center of the crystalline core of the earth. And I'm going to invite you now to focus again on your breath, bringing your breath through the nose slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And releasing slowly, we are bringing down any AI trackers, any dark entities, any trauma, any stories of scarcity or lack that have been programmed into you, any stories of inconsistency, of, let's modernize this, doom scrolling or distracting you from your own personal power and reality, moving it all the way down this tube into the center of the crystalline core of the earth. Good. Continuing to bring that all the way down. Good. Let's breathe more of those heavy emotions, of those heavy feelings, those thought patterns, those PTSDs, those core wounds, those father wound, mother wound, any of that wound cycle that has been plugged into your system. We are going to release it down the crystalline core, down into the crystalline core of the earth. We're transmuting this into personal power. And I want you to lean into this, really lean into it. Good. And I'm going to share something really important for you in the moment. Is if you're open to receiving this, let's go ahead and focus on the heart now, just reminding you to open, stay open, receive deeply. Authenticity means in your highest level of power. Authenticity literally means, from an etymological Latin root wording system, acting from one's own power. This doesn't mean yelling about somebody else's power. This doesn't mean getting upset with everybody or feeling like you haven't tapped into the thing that you're supposed to do. Your power, you may not even have accessed nearly a fraction of what you are capable of. Your authentic vibe, your authentic coding may be so deeply buried, and I want you to visualize this, in sand and mud, in generational resentment or traumas or your family line, that you have lost the way to your highest level. In some way, shape, or form. So many of you are already successful. You say, maybe this doesn't resonate. I'm going to invite you to go deeper, to a book that you don't even know you're capable of writing yet, to a musical creation that's so far beyond what we're creating in the moment. The love and the depth of your relationship even deeper than ever before, with no expectation, with no tick of wanting to change the other person. You're going so deep into the crevices of your soul that we're going to invite all this authentic energy to come through in the recoding, coming all the way up from your root chakra into your sacral chakra, into your solar plexus, which is just below your heart, moving into the heart space, your signal sender, your compass, based on the level of love and power you hold for yourself, your throat, inviting a warm honey to coat your vocal cords, your ability to speak up, to speak the truth in a way that is so beautifully received, a frequency that is different than you've ever felt before. You know, from personal experience, my voice has toned down. It is more powerful and adorable and fun, but it is also very focused and clean and resonant with many people's souls. And I'm going to invite you into that for yourself, into that for your own creation, inviting in different levels of volume in the way that you express, moving the energy up into the third eye chakra. This is your perspective. This is actually what we're opening up more, is this perspective. heightening your intuition simply by cleaning out your energy and seeing things from a clean lens. And moving now into the crown chakra, which is where we are connected deeper and deeper to the source in the divine light above, Father and Mother above. And we're going to now visualize you holding a connection all the way down from that beautiful red and maroon and golden tube that we have drawn from your root chakra all the way down to the center of the crystalline core of the earth. Mother and Father Earth. And pulling up the energy from your crown chakra into Mother and Father in the sky. And as we're doing this, we're feeling this pull, this band, this almost like a workout band where you're pulling with all of this toy like resistance. And it's amazing because it keeps coming back to this beautiful sort of flexible energy, but it's tight and it is full and it is rich and it is going in only the direction that you are pulling it, and you're pulling it up and down. Continuing to pull that, drawing it up and down on the count of 1, 2, 3, representing your resilience, your ability to bounce back, your ability to snap back into place, snap back into authority, snap back into confidence. And someone's coming along now and just pulling this band, they're pulling it and they're like ding, and it's like ding. And you're just like back into the center of your body. Let's speak some light language into this transmission. Kia la ama okwana sanashane, muania piatia sanal, miashane kia kiama amayatia la amashane. Good. Just pulling that resistance band all the way from top to bottom, just completely pulling it. Fantastic. And we're going to now dance around this beautiful light ballerina energy for men and women, feathers and silk and soft elements. Any fabric that you feel softens your experience of life, softens the feelings of being pulled and pushed and ripped and torn. Just feeling that energy starting to lay itself over this quantum resilience, over this adaptability, over this ability to maintain an integrity, owning your triggers, the moments, you owning your own core wounds and your quantum core wounding as your own energy points that need addressing in this lifetime in order to fulfill your destiny. This freedom is detachment. It's so beautiful. It feels really light today, like a balloon, just floating freely in the atmosphere, even higher into the galaxy, amongst the stars, amongst you as a star, shining brighter and brighter and brighter. And we're going to now lock in some beautiful metal scaffolding. These massive, thick copper and gold and silver and onyx, huge slabs of scaffolding, pulling it all the way down in your energy body, right by your hips, down all the way into the ground, as deep as you possibly can go. Remember, you can only ascend as high as you are willing to deepen in to your truth, to your confidence, to your power, to your ability to hold what I call energetic boundaries. They speak a hell of a lot louder than your voice. Holding this in, starting with yourself, starting with your own energy body, starting with your own behaviors, drawing it down, pulling it down even deeper and deeper. And on top of this, the lightness, the beauty, the love, the disco era, some gorgeous sparkles and glitter and fun and music and pop and energy and like this killer crystalline timeline where things are just so much fun. Waking up souls, starting with your own, igniting your heat inside of you. Can you feel it? Can you feel the heat inside of you just starting to move up your body? Feels so good, like you can barely contain it. Like you've got to get it out. You've got to get it out. And maybe you won't resonate with that right now, but you are going to listen to this on the replay, hopefully a few times, and start to understand that this coding is normal. There's nothing to hide. You don't look at someone else and say, God, I wish I had that. You have that. You are that. You have permission to play. You have permission to be fun. You have permission to live a full life. This is your vibe. This is your vibe. And maybe you're like, you know what, Asha? I'm a wallflower. I like standing around. I like kicking ass and making cash, or I like just hanging out and being quiet. Well, rock on with your bad self. This is what it's all about. All of us play in the symphony of life. The music is so beautiful, music beyond anything you've ever experienced before. The level of creation that is amongst us, the future is so much brighter than you can even imagine. And maybe you can feel the heat and the brightness behind your eyeballs now, shining even brighter and brighter and brighter. I like to say, look up at the sky. You see those big, beautiful stars? The ones that are shining the brightest are the ones who go after their soul, not just with their purpose, but with the way that they love in their relationships, the way that they say yes to a power couple, the way they say yes to the farm that they've always wanted, to the babies that they've always wanted, to the dancing career, to the gold coin collection, to the book, to the legacy you leave for your children and for your grandchildren and for your nieces and nephews or whoever. Or, yes, I'm going to take that class in art. Yes, I'm going to write this book. I'm going to feel good about it. I'm going to surround myself with people who rock this DNA. And this DNA and this beautiful creation of coding lives inside of you. This is it. This is what we came for. So let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath. And you see all these beautiful bubbles that are coming down towards you. And inside each of these bubbles are some of these desires. And each of us have different desires. And maybe you've resonated with some of the things I've said, and maybe you haven't at all. Maybe there's things in there that I haven't mentioned. Maybe there's certain things that you haven't explored in your life, in your sexual life, in your personal life, in your life with sports, in your life with the way that you manage money, the way you accumulate things for yourself that are a reflection of your beautiful, vibrant, perfect soul. And in this, we must release any attachments that have locked into your creational center. So let's draw the attention now down into your womb. And if you are a man, into your sacral chakra. This is right above your sexual organs. This is exactly where we create from, both men and women. And naturally, as we know, this has been siphoned, this has been targeted, this has been infiltrated with traumas, lack, resistance, and family lineage stories that have tainted your reality. And we are going to now cleanse this, clean this, and purify this with golden plasma ray. And as I'm pouring the golden plasma ray into these beautiful energy centers inside your creational set point, I'm feeling the overwhelming abundance of green and golden energy and a aquamarine light codes coming active, and some magenta ray and some yellow, beautiful citrine, which is the stone of abundance of God, the frequency of God, the frequency of the divine masculine and the divine feminine activating inside of your soul system. And as this is happening, it's starting to expand bigger and bigger and bigger. And there's these tiny little gifts starting to come online. I said, these look like little Tiffany boxes, and you're opening each and every one of them. And there's little pieces of gold and silver and copper and diamonds and rubies and emeralds and, even some darker stones. And I see some shaman drums and guitars and high heels and records and play and fun and a different choice of what you're putting into your body, like salads and bright green leaves and all this amazing, and a little bit of darkness too. There's like some cake in there, and there's just not well, that's not darkness, but like, there's some naughtiness, and you're owning it. Like you're loving all of these aspects of you, like you're really embracing every piece of you. It's like so much deep self-love. Like you love yourself enough to do this. You love yourself enough to be this. And everybody feels it. And these gifts, they keep getting bigger and bigger. And I see now golden packages, and I see some beautiful light pink packages and some white packages with red ribbon, all these gorgeous colors and elements, all these gifts that have been dormant sometimes for 10 years, 20, 30, 50, 1,000 years of your family line, go all the way back, all the way back. And you're here now in this moment with me, with everyone watching this video, connected, choosing a different reality and understanding that this requires rebuilding a firmer, more stable architecture and foundation. Let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath. And I want you to exhale. And something's coming in very last moment. What I'm noticing is a pattern with the way that we have been doing business, and I really want you to listen. We have a group of businesses that have been built on the back of men, with men in executive positions. This is not bad. I want you to zoom out from the perspective in which I'm sharing this. We then have healing circles in emotional intelligence and energy work. And the majority of people going into that are women. And I'm going to solidify for you right now, this will not do. We are unified in consciousness. We are unified to work together. The blend of masculine and feminine is a requirement moving forward. Unity is the theme in the way that we recode. It doesn't matter your sexual orientation. This is about us coming together as all walks of life. Every single one of us starts with the father and the mother inside. We cannot get this wrong again. You know this. Look around you. Where are you seeking your wisdom? Let's take a nice deep breath. And I'm going to remind you that you seek your wisdom from within first, and then you say, I understand. Let's make a change. Let's start in a home, both business and our home, where we are rooted in the family dynamic. This isn't about a book that you read. This isn't about a God that you follow. This is about you making a choice to regulate your emotions on such a deep level that you are honest and you are heartfelt. You are loving and you are serious. You are on and popping batty and having a good ass time while taking things to the next level from the point of your legacy. Let's take a nice deep breath to close this out. And I want you to now go ahead and just feel a gold rose frequency start to form itself around you like a big, beautiful egg. And we're going to dust that in some gold, like some gold flakes to really solidify these teachings, keeping you safe, keeping you healthy, amplifying everything inside of your system. This light body activation I'm so honored to lead you in these. So let's go ahead and begin just feeling your feet and your hands and your fingers begin to come back online. And I'm sending you so much gratitude for joining me in this activation. And I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to experience this with you. And I'm going to go ahead and invite you into Ignite. Ignite will be a community of men and women that are here to move in alignment together as a force of light. I will be teaching on quantum core wounds. There will be structure, 8 weeks of resources, as well as energy work, subconscious hypnosis, somatics, and guest practitioners throughout the experience. After the 8 weeks and the very small initial investment, you can retain in the community for only $89 a month. This community is not for people who want to sit on the sidelines. This is the community for you to align, to take action and enjoy the soaking of the energetic upgrades, as well as using this energy to start taking action toward your purpose. I have set this up in a way that has structure, fundamentals, 4-step process that I rinse and repeat. And I'm going to drop the link and let you know that whatever's inside of you can feel like torture sometimes because you know that you're the creator of your reality. And you say, is this what I'm creating? Getting you into a state of understanding that manifestation is an ongoing process that requires emotional expansion. You hear very, very little gurus talking about energy work. They're talking about frequency. They're talking about energy. They're talking about mindset. How do you change your mindset forever? You shift your reality. You shift your frequency. And I'm so thrilled to lead you in the next level. Come in whenever you're ready. It's going to be amazing. We're having an absolute blast. It is a very protected container for men and women. And we hold a high level of um, confidentiality as well as love and support. We're there to support one another. And it's an invitation for you to come on in, and I can't wait to see you soon. So go ahead and click on the Ignite link here in this YouTube if you're feeling the call. And we will do a 15-minute consultation call to make sure that we are aligning you to your particular desires. You will then receive a resources pack as well as access to meditations and activations and some videos. And then the calls meet once a week. And I'm so looking forward to you coming in. And as I said, every week we do energy work or some sort of deeper somatic work or work on sexual fragmentation, emotional intelligence leaks, all different yummy things designed to bring you into the next level. Okay. I said last night, this doesn't stop. If you're anything like me, you might have another 70 years on this planet, at the rate we're going. So make it last, choose wisely, understanding this entire place is cyclical, and you're either going to loop in trauma or you're going to loop all the way up to ascension and get to choose. And I'm looking forward to helping you get out of those trauma loops so that you can live the life you came for and rock hard on yourself because you deserve it. All right, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you soon. Bye.